We're live. Hello, YouTube. Hello, everyone. My name is Victoria. I'm a host here on this immersion since 2022. It's been 2 years now, actually, since September of 2022. And I'm gonna host this immersion today about dealing with uncertainty. So I'm gonna introduce myself. I am Victoria. I live in Florianópolis, but I'm from Goiânia, Goiás. And as it for work, I have my own business in a broker insurance. And in my free time, I like to take my dog for a walk. I love playing chess, and also rollerblading is my favorite sports. And I want to hear a little bit about you guys. So let's begin with you, Isabel.
Okay, sure. So my name is Isabel. I'm 23 years old. I live in Florianópolis too, and I'm born here as well. I'm a graphic designer, but I work with UX and UI design too. And in my free time, I like read books. I go to the gym as well. I usually go 3 times a week. I try. And I like go walk as well.
Very nice. Thanks, Isabel. How about you, Luciana?
Hi, my name is Luciana. I'm from Bahia. I live in Feira de Santana, Bahia. I'm 39 years old. I'm in physiotherapy and a Pilates instructor, but now I transition my career for UX designer. Then I study UX designer. In my free time, I like to go to the cinema. I like to watch series. I like to go to the beach. I like to read a book. I like to practice Pilates. I like to go to the gym too. That's it.
Thank you very much, Luciana.
Okay.
Brenner, please.
Hello, guys. Good evening. I'm Brenna. I am from Rio, the capital. I'm 27. I work as a software developer for a few years. In my free time, I enjoy practicing all kinds of sports and physical activities, but nowadays I'm not able to do that because of surgery. So the only exercise I'm doing nowadays is to visit the physiotherapy. So that's it.
Thank you. Brenner, so if I'm not being impolite, I'm sorry. What kind of surgery did you do? Are you okay?
A torn ligament on my knee.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
LCA. I don't know how to say that in
that
English, but
hurts.
yeah.
Oh, so I hope you're doing okay and feeling better now. So let's go on, Calvin.
Okay. Good, good, good evening. I'm a little bit tired, sorry. So my name is Kelvin. I'm working as a software engineer too. I act as a senior software engineer, and I am 22 years old. Uh, During my day, I work and study and go to the gym. So studying English is the last activity of my day, and I am a little bit tired, but I'm here, and I think is it.
Calvin, so you're 22 and you're a senior developer.
Yeah. I started coding when I was 17. Yeah, I think.
Wow, that's very nice. Congrats. Do you
Thanks.
enjoy it?
Yeah, when I started, I don't think in being a software developer, but my mom put me in a technical school about informatic and technical things. So I started to study algorithm, the basic. My first test, I gave one of them. Yeah, I was so wrong, so bad, and now I am acting in this area.
That's very, very nice. Congrats, Calvin. Thank you.
Thanks.
Juliano.
My name is good evening, guys. My name is Juliano. I am 21 years old. I study science and technology in UFABC, and I live in São Bernardo do Campo. My hobbies are reading manhwas, listening music. I usually go to the gym. I like workout. I try go 3 times a week, or maybe. I like to go to the beach too, so much. I think that's all about me.
Thanks, Juliano. And Rogério.
Hello, guys. Good evening to everyone. I'm Rogério. I'm 49 years old. I'm from Rio de Janeiro with my family. I'm an accountant. I'm working in a oil and gas company. I'm here in Talk and Talk since May from this current year. And I hope you have a good moment to share good experience with us. That's it.
Very nice. Thanks, Rogério. Guys, it's so nice to see that most of you're being so active in sports. That's very nice and important, not only for our physical health, but mainly, at least for me, to keep up with our mental health and keep our mind straight and working. Very nice. So, Juliano and Kelvin, is it one of you first time here in my immersion?
Yeah, it's my third immersion. Yeah, I think 3 or 4, I don't remember, but with you is the first.
Very nice. Are you enjoying so far, Kelvin?
Yeah, I'm enjoying.
Okay, amazing. How about you, Juliano?
Today my first immersion field.
Very,
Just
very
few.
nice thing. Okay. Pedro, hello.
Hey, good evening.
Good
Just
evening.
adjusting my earphones here, so take a moment. Are you okay?
Yeah, sure. We were just introducing ourselves, and now you're the last one to keep up, if you can, please.
Okay. I'll put my earphone later. So it's my turn. Hello, everyone. I'm Pedro Diniz. I'm a marketing. I'm writing some emails, ads, and things like that. And well, I love marketing and business. Uh, Read sometimes. Mm, yeah, I like to read, but I forget all the things I read. But I like anyway. Um, well, I'm from Goiânia, but now I'm living in São Paulo with my girlfriend. Vicky, my girlfriend, is here in São Paulo now.
Yeah.
She arrived in this week. So, well, oh, um, so excited here from my side. And, well, it's a little bit about me.
Thanks, Pedro. Are you happy, both of you? You were so willing for her to arrive.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. Hope you enjoy, guys. So, I'm just sent the questions again. Pedro, did you receive on the chat? Okay. Guys, I'm gonna split the rooms in two so we can have more time to talk. And as I sent the questions, I always like to remember that the questions, they are a guide for the topic. The topic is dealing with uncertainty, and you can talk freely. You don't have to follow the questions if you don't want to. It's always nice when the topic and the conversation goes more than the question. So feel free to, you don't have to follow the exact questions are as 1, 2, 3, 4. You can do whatever you want in the other room. And just a reminder that this is not a class, but I'm not a teacher, but we're gonna learn it anyway because we're going to exchange our opinion and to show our different point of views. So feel free to talk and always remember that we don't correct each other here. But if you have any doubt in a pronunciation or a word, you can ask. There's no problem because we're going to help each other here. The point is to have a nice conversation, not to be in a class, not to correct each other, just to feel free, okay? So that being said, I'm going to split the rooms and oh, Rogério left. Pedro also
I
left.
received the invitation here, but I don't click on the button yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna close
Do it again. Okay.
them all and split the rooms again. Just a sec. As I already sent the invitations, I have to wait 1 minute so I can send you again, guys. Just a sec. Pedro is back and also Rogério. Okay. So, okay, guys, I just sent you the. Sorry, I did it wrong. Sorry, guys, I'm a bit tired. Let me do it again. Just a sec. Okay, that's it. I sent you the invite and see you in the end of the immersion. Guys, have fun. Okay, let's go. Guys, question number 1, we already introduced ourselves, and let's begin with question number 2, Kelvin. How do you typically, oh my God, my diction is crap today, sorry. How do you typically feel when you're faced with uncertain situations?
Let me check. Uncertain situations is when I was expecting that something was happen, but another thing happens. Yeah.
Yeah, it can be that, but it can also be a situation where you don't really know what's going on, where you don't know what you're facing, you don't know what the result of the situation is gonna be. You're like blinded.
Okay. Oh, this is a good question.
Yeah.
I think I think so. It's better analyze the entire situation. Mainly when I am with another people. For example, I am working on a team and something wrong happens. So I think it's better we take a conversation, try understand what happened, what are the things that we can do, and think as a group to solve it. Sounds good.
Very nice. That's it. Very nice. And you, Brenner?
Just a word. Anxiety. I feel anxious when I face uncertain situation. Uh, I need to plan all my steps, like in my life. So I'm this kind of person, and when I'm in this kind of situation, I feel like lost, like anxious, and uh, I can do anything, like I feel stuck. So I need to, like playing my steps, playing my next goal in life, my what I'm gonna do. So yeah, I feel anxious in short.
That's
Frozen.
it. Yeah, it can happen a lot. And you, Juliano?
Um, I don't like this kind of situation, but I know it happens. No, like just an example. Sometimes you can study a lot for a test, and you think,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a good note, and unfortunately, you can go bad in this test, you know, and it happens. You can do a lot of right things, but the result can be different, you know. So I feel a little bad, but I try always do my best, you know, because maybe if I do my best, I can feel a little better, even the result are different that I wanted, you know.
Yeah, I understand. Well, actually, that's very common in life that we do something expecting a certain result, and after that, it happens completely different than we expected. But just like you said, I believe that it's important for us to do our part, that we do have a little part that we can control about things, and we have to do that. But I agree with all of you guys. Like Brenner said, I can feel a little anxious. And just like Kelvin said, it's nice when we have someone else to talk about a problem, a issue, that we have someone to talk and to discuss the possibilities. But in my experience in my life, I guess that it depends a lot where I am in that moment, like emotionally. I can be very anxious about in a certain situation, but also in other moments, I can be very chill, just okay, it's going to happen, whatever it has to happen, and I can't control anything. But in other moments, I am very anxious and I am very stressed about stuff that I can't even control. So in my life, it depends a lot in my mood, where if I'm in other things in life, not the situation specifically. So it can vary a lot, since a situation that's very silly and I can feel very anxious, and the situation that is very important where I feel very sure that whatever is going to happen, I can deal with the situation and the consequences. So number 4, Brenner, do you tend to embrace or avoid uncertainty in your life, and why?
I avoid, of course, or I try to make the situation like not uncertain, you know. Like there is an example, a perfect example. I am looking for a new apartment to live in, and uh, there are a lot of variables in the situations,
Yeah.
like how much I'm gonna spend, how much the cost will grow, uh, the I don't know how to say the change. I don't know if it's right in English, but taking my stuffs here from to the new apartment. I don't know if it's change. And I am really anxious with this situation, but I try to calm down a little bit. Like, it's gonna happen, and it's for better for me, because the apartment I am living currently has some problems, and uh moving for a new apartment it's gonna be good for me. So I try to put this in mind, but it's not easy.
Yeah, moving out to a new apartment is can always be stressful, and I know that because in the past, I don't know, 4 years, I've moved a lot, and it's very stressful. But at the same time, most of them it was a choice, my choice, because I like the change in my life, but I'm beginning to think that it's too much. I have to be in a place for a little than over a year, because moving is always a lot of things to solve, to go to buy new stuff and sell new stuff and take your stuff and take to the other apartment and search for other apartments and to settle a contract. It's tiring, but for me, it's nice moving because I always move in this past 4 years to different cities or to different points of the city, different neighborhoods. So it's been nice, but it's always stressful, a lot of things to deal. Juliano, what about you?
As I said before, I really don't like this kind of situation, so I try avoid because I am a person a little anxious sometimes, so I try don't uh, uh have this kind of situation, but it's impossible to avoid thoroughly, because one thing that I learned is it's impossible to control everything. This thing just happens. So it's important know how to face to deal with this kind of situation. But when I can, I try avoid, you know.
Yeah, I do understand. And you, Calvin?
Yeah. I try to embrace it too, but however, I know that sometimes it's better with oh, sorry, I changed the words. I try to avoid. I try to avoid it, how everyone, but sometimes I think it's necessary embrace because it's situation that will happen. We grow as a person or professionally, then we try to embrace it, do our best, and grow by ourselves.
Yeah.
But I think no one likes these situations. But I think is it.
Yeah, I agree with you guys, but for example, I moved to another city. As I told you, I'm from Goiânia, and that now I'm living in Florianopolis. And it was a decision. It was not about study. It was not about work. It was just about that I was needing a change in my life. And that was a direct decision to I need to know new people. I need to meet new people. I need to meet new places. I need to discover something new. And I'm feeling the need to do new things for the first time. And in that moment, the beginning of last year, I was seeking for something unpredictable. I was seeking for something uncertain because for the past, I don't know, maybe 8 years in my life, I was just seeing my life as in the same place with the same people in the same city with the same stuff. And in that moment, I was thrilling to deal with uncertainty. But that's very specific because although I was seeking for that, I searched a lot, I studied a lot, I prepared myself a lot to make that step forward. And I was seeking for uncertainty, but I was trying to control in some way what I don't know because it was very exciting for me, but also is a big step because I was away from all my friends, all my family in a new place, away from everybody, and it can be very stressful. And I got afraid about it, but I see that in some ways, in some situations, it is important for our life, not only not only moving to a new city, but dealing with uncertainty in some level inside a job, something that's going to thrill you. Because if you know everything, you're not going to get excited about what you're doing. But not always in the top, like, oh, I don't know nothing and I know everything. I believe that we're going to have to find a balance depending on our moment in our life, like in a relationship. You can be with a person many years, but it's very interesting to find out new stuff about your partner, for example. It's very interesting to find out new stuff about your friends, about your work, and about everything in life, I believe. But it it can vary a lot for everybody.
Did you have a reason to go to Florianopolis, or was this random?
It was just like I told you. I was
Okay.
just feeling stuck out here because I lived here for over than I say here because I'm in Goiânia currently. I'm living next week. But I was living here for 10 years and I finished school, I finished college, and I was working a lot and I didn't feel like I was growing not only in work but mainly as a person, and I needed to embrace other stuff because I was feeling that I was not moving on with everything. So I felt the urge to seek something new. When I tell people about this, they always look me and, oh, it was not work, family, or something. You just left for no reason. And for me, it was a big reason. It was something that I really wanted to leave and to be in somewhere new for a while. But it's very common for people to expect a really good reason that you're doing something, but you don't have that. You don't need to have that. You just have to want to go and to understand and take the risks and then embrace everything.
Okay, you just pointed on the map. I'll go there. Okay.
Yeah. That's kind of it. So number 7, Calvin. How do you find comfort or stability when everything feels uncertain?
Uh, Stability. Yeah. Uh, when everything is, I don't know what will happen. I start to think a lot of things in the same time. What I can do, what I can avoid, and what can happen. But at the same time, I'm still frozen like Brenner, and I don't know. I think my brain starts to burning, and but yeah. But sometimes I start to think, calm down and try to organize everything and let's go step by step. Start to think, start by the beginning, and we all follow it. I can't avoid, then I will try to enjoy and make it more organized as possible.
Brenner, and you shared with us that you can be anxious in those kind of situations. So how do you find stability in a way? Because although it's very uncertain, it's very important for us to find that comfort to move on, or else we're gonna froze and not do anything.
Yeah. Well, I don't. I don't find stability. Even when I am going, I am jumping in a new situation. Like some time ago, I did something similar to you. Like I went to Belo Horizonte to live alone. It was the first time I moved out from my home, but I was not. It was not a responsible choice, but it was a good experience. And even in this situation, I spent like 1.5 year saving money to this experience. So
I
I
know.
always try to control all the things around me to make the situations uh more certain as I can. So yeah, even in uncertain situations, I try to control things. And when I
But
don't, I don't know. I really don't know.
but why do you say it was not responsible for you to do? moving to Minas?
I was kind of lost, you know. I was only 19 or 20, and the reasons I went there wasn't wise, you know. Like it was one of the reasons was a web relationship, and uh, I was uh, I was seeking for changes in my life. I was tired of living with my grandma, and uh, I used to know barely nothing like to do in home, you know, like cooking, cleaning, and nothing
That's
like
very
this.
important.
Yeah. And I decided, yeah, okay, I need to live by myself. I need to be more responsible. I need to work. I need, you know, like those things in my mind. And I just go there. I passed 1 year living there. It was a really good experience, but I ran out of money and I needed to go back.
I understand. But although you say it was not about great motivation, a good motive to go there about your online relationship, like you said, you also told that you saved money and you need other changes in your life. So, do you really regret it?
No, I would probably do it again, like living in Belo Horizonte, but in a wiser way, probably.
Yeah, I can relate to that. I understand. So, how old are you now?
I am 27.
Ah, it was 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can change a lot for 7 years. It's not that long time, but when you're 20 and when you're 27, or when you're 25 and when you're 32, it changes a lot. Our way to see life and to deal with stuff.
Yeah, I've learned a lot.
Yeah. So thanks for sharing, Brenner. And Juliano, what about you?
Um, about this question, I think I don't find a thoroughly comfort or stability, but I can, in this situation, what I can have a control, I tried, so, as Bruner said, he saving money, this kind of situation can prepare and become more confident, so in some situations we can, I don't know, prepared, so I say if I have a test I can study for this test, I don't sure if I gonna be good or not, but I can study and it becomes more confident, so I try do it in situations that I can have a little control. I try have, but in another situation it's more hard. So for me, it's hard have find a thoroughly comfort, but in some situations you can have more or less.
Yeah, that's it. We can't just leave things to the universe and wish for luck for everything to turn out good. We do have to do our part to take the responsibility and do what we can control, the part that we can control. As it in my case, I try to find comfort and stability in the purpose and the motive that's behind the situation. Like I was dealing with a situation where when I was moving that if I was going to leave my job because I asked my boss to work remotely and I told him this situation and it was very important, but he left me waiting for too long to give me an answer about, okay, we're going to fire you because you can't work here in person anymore, or you can continue to do your work remotely. And that was very, very very anxious about that, but I was really prepared to take no as an answer because I was planning that for a long time in this specifically case. And I tried to find comfort in the purpose and in the motive that I was doing that I wanted to move and I needed change in my life and I wasn't happy here anymore and stuff like that. And in most of the cases, I really try to see what's behind the situation, not only the situation itself, because it's very hard to control, it's very hard to know, it's very hard to understand what's going on in people's mind. So in my case, that can help, but it's not always that we have something to hold on and say, oh, everything's gonna be okay, good or bad, but I have this good reason, I have this good purpose. Life's not like that. There's a lot of different situations. But when I see a place where I can find comfort, I really try to grab on it because it's very hard and bad to have an anxiety attack, a panic attack that we can control. So I try to find things, motives, and people where I can rely on and can count on. That's it. That's very important also to have people that we can count on. So, Kelvin.
Yeah, I am a shy person and I prefer work from home, but sometimes when I need to go to the company building, I I don't uh sorry, I forgot the word. I remember. I just want to go if another friend go with me because it's a environment that I'm not comfortable with a lot of people that I don't know and I don't and I personally prefer stay alone or with someone that I live in. So when I am going to un certain situation, it's better when we have someone with us.
Yeah, I can really relate to that because recently I received the invite for a friend's wedding, and I'm so happy for him, and I'm really willing to go. But on the other side, I'm very anxious because I don't know if there's gonna be someone that I know because the groom and the bride, it's their wedding, they're going to have a lot of stuff to do and a lot of people to talk. They're it's their priority, it's their wedding, I can't rely on that. So I'm going to go to the wedding, I'm willing to go, but on the other hand, I have a, like, I don't know, butterflies in my stomach, I can say, because I don't know who is going to be there. I don't know what I'm going to face. I don't know if it's gonna be awkward. I don't know if I want to meet people and start random conversations that can be very exhausting for me. I can do that, but I don't know if I can do that for too long because for me it's hard.
Yeah, I call it social battery.
Yeah, my social battery is so low.
Oh yeah.
So low and it drains so fast when I'm around a lot of people that I don't know. When I'm with people who I know, we're in a in environment that I am familiar, I can be there for a long time and be happy and have awesome conversations. But when everything's very strange and different, it can be very challenging for me. Uh, let's see. Number 10, Juliano. Do you think uncertainty pushes you to grow or does it hold you back? And why?
I think to grow, because if I had certain about everything, I think it will be not good, because for example, Of course, in have two sides. I'm gonna do it and everything's it's gonna be okay. Good. But if the result is a bad result and I already know about it, I can't begin do something that I know it'll be wrong, you know? So I think
Yeah.
this kind of uh, uncertainty is good for us because we think we need to begin do it, try do something to uh, have the best result, you know? But it's impossible control, but I think you will never lost, you know, because you can do something and the result can be a bad result, but you're gonna learn, you know, something. I think everything you can learn. So if you already know about some kind of result, you can don't begin because you already know, you know. So I think in certain it's good for us to have this possibility to grow because uh, I don't know, I already pass, I think, for some situation, and the result is different that I wanted, but I could learn, you know, I could learn. And in the other time, I did bad, you know.
Yeah. That's the hard part because by experience we have good results and bad ones, and we can barely know what's going to happen, if it's going to be bad or if it's going to be good. But I don't know, at least for me, if there is a tiny chance for something to go different than I truly expect, and or a bad result, I can be a little anxious and feel bad about it, even for a while. But we can't control. Calvin.
Uh, I think it's the both. Yeah, we can grow and but we can hold back. Uh, the most of the situations I think it will help us to grow because when we make the same thing and we know that will be a success, we don't will learn new things. So when we have a trouble or something wrong happens, we need to think more, to search a solution or asking help for other people, and we will grow and list and learn new things. But also, a uncertain situation can be, I forgot the word, right? Uh, can be traumatizing. Yeah, because it can be so hard for these people. Then these people will learn something, but will take more time to recharge about it.
Yeah, yeah. I believe that there are a lot of situations that even though it goes bad, we can learn, but not all of them. And there are a lot of situations that they only go bad, and that's terrible. And I I don't know, maybe some people can think that's very pessimist, but I think it's more realistic that when things go bad, we always try something good to take off out of the situation, but not all the situations they have something to teach us, and we're going to learn anything, and we're going to be better people. Some situations they just suck and they're terrible, and that's it, and we can't do nothing about it. But there are others that we do have something to learn and to improve and to be better people. But there are others that they really just bad, and we have to deal with that,
This happen.
unfortunately. Yeah, yeah, this happens. Brenner, what's your point of view?
Hmm. Uh, the most uncertain situations in my life were responsible for uh, the the biggest changes in my life. So yeah, being in an uncomfortable situation makes us grow, makes us more wise, makes us learn things, we don't learn things sitting on our sofas. We don't learn things like uh uh sleeping or something like that. So moving out to live alone in another city is very uncertain, is very uncomfortable, but I bet you and me, of course, learn a lot of those situations. So it definitely pushes us to grow, to learn things, to be a better person in general.
Yeah, yeah, I believe that as well. But I truly believe that there are three sides where everything is good, everything is bad, and the midterm where you really don't learn something good or something bad. Stuff just happens, not like other stuff in life. For me, stuff that happens, it doesn't always have to be a good thing or a bad thing. Some things just happen and there's not, it can be important, but it's hard to understand or to point if it's good or if it's bad, because most of things they have multiple sides, just like people. For example, if I tell you a story about a friend that was a bad friend for me, you're gonna have a bad impression of a friend. But on the other hand, that friend is a person that have also great sides with other people or even me, just like in situations. I guess it's not always or black or white. It can have multiple sides. And just like I said in the really beginning, depends a lot. At least for me, depends a lot where in my mood, where I am at in my life, how am I feeling emotionally, and how other stuff's going on. Because a little thing can happen, and I can laugh at the situation and think, oh, I that's so silly. I'm going to learn about that situation, or I can have a breakdown, a meltdown because of a silly situation that happened, and I wasn't expecting to deal with one more thing going wrong, even it's just a tiny thing that doesn't have all that matter in life.
Yeah, totally agree.
Mm, let's see. What? Oh, we have 9 minutes to go. I have to call the other the other guys to the main room. Almost forgetting. I'm going to close the rooms and call everything to the main room so we can have a final conversation. So, Juliano, did you enjoy the topic? Was it difficult, interesting? How was
Uh,
it?
I like this subject. For me, it's a good topic to talk about uncertainty. Because for me, it's I I didn't use it to talk about it even in Portuguese. So talk about it in English was a challenge, but it's so good because I can learn more. So I like so much this kind of conversation. So thank you guys.
Thank you. It's very nice. I try to bring topics for us to discuss that we don't typically, it can be very common, but we don't typically share with our friends specific stuff because they're so very specific. Calvin.
Yeah, I share the same opinion, but not only for this immersion, for every immersion. It's topics that we live in it, but we don't think about. So here we think and then practice in English. It's good for everyone.
Thanks, Kelvin. Luciana, how was in the other room? Did you enjoy? Did you thought it was very challenging? How was?
Was good. I talked with the guys about the questions, and I I heard and I learned about a new vocabulary, another another opinions. Was good to me.
Very nice. Isabel, what about you, girl?
It was very nice conversation too, an interesting topic, because I made a hard decision this week, so the topics make sense to me because of the situation that happened. And what was very nice and interesting, her different opinions and experience as well.
Very nice. So about the decision that you made recently, did you had any disclosure so far, or you're waiting for something to happen yet? How is it?
Well, it was a professional decision, but I consider a lot of factors. I made a quickly decision, but I consider a lot of things that happened in the last months. And then I put in a paper the pros and cons and consider the risks and blah blah blah. And then I made the choose that I believe is more it's the better. I believe, but I'm waiting the consequences yet.
That's it. But I believe that it's very hard to be 100% sure about the decision. But I believe that when we make a decision like that, the main point is for us to be sure that we can deal with the consequence, although it's gonna be like the way we want to or different, because we don't have to, but it's nice when we can handle the decision that we made because we're certain about that, or we're certain that we're going to to choose one thing when there's other ways to go.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
Rogério, did you have fun with the guys?
Yes, we have a good conversation. And I'm happy because I saw how Pedro and Luciana is getting confidence, speaking English here. I'm so happy. That's it.
Yeah, that's very nice. I'm also happy to see Luciana here again. And it's very nice when I see people in my immersion for the first time and then they come back here. And I love to see the progress. It's very fulfilling to say as a host. I'm glad to have you here, guys. And Juliano and Kelvin, I hope you do come here often, more times, just like Luciana, Isabel, Rogério, Brenner, and Pedro. So let's just like Pedro and Brenner. Brenner, what did you think? Did you have fun? Did you have fun? How was it for you?
It was a good and deep subject to
Yeah.
talk about, Like here on Talking Talk, I feel sometimes we are all in a table in some bar, like sharing experience. So
I love it.
it's always good. I enjoy it a lot. So thank you.
That's very, very fun because, like we were saying, they are situations that they're very common in our daily lives, but we don't typically talk about it with our friends in our daily lives. But when we sit down in a bar table, for example, we have deeper conversations. So I have that feeling as well that we're here talking about really important stuff in life and deep conversation, although at the same time we're feeling, at least for me, feeling comfortable talking with people that I don't know really well. They're not so close, and I feel comfortable and okay to share, and also interested to listen. Pedro, how was it for you today?
Well, my that about the subjects and well, all the emotion. And well, I like a lot your immersions because the theme and the subject is always good. I always I always reflect a lot. It's very thoughtful to me, and the time is the same. So well, thanks. Was good to talk with Rogério, Isabel, Luciana. To hear about another point of view. And well, I re well, I put my opinion in risk here, but your immersions is one of the best ones here.
Thank you a lot. I'm so glad to hear that. That's very nice. Thanks, Pedro. So, guys, I loved our conversation today. I had a lot of fun, and I hope that you did as well. I just sent you the survey link. Is a link, an anonymous link to rate the immersion. It's very, very important for me and for Talk and Talk as a platform to read the comments. You can leave suggestions for topics that I always love. And you can leave suggestions to do here in the immersion to change the dynamics or to do something different or something that you didn't enjoy and you should think it should change. It's anonymous. You can say anything. And thanks for being here tonight. I really hope to see you more often, guys, and have a great end of the week. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.